Hey there, neighbors. Welcome to Wild Homestead Living. I'm Julie.
And I'm Kevin, and today we're going to show you the first in a number of videos on our visit to Alderleaf Wilderness College.
This property is owned by our good friends Jason and Carrie, and they've turned it into a farm where they teach wilderness survival and permaculture skills.
We covered a wide variety of topics while we were at Alderleaf, so we've decided to break this down into several videos instead of giving you one long one. We're also going to be visiting additional homesteads in the future with the idea that there's no one right way to homestead, only the way that's right for you. And we hope that by sharing different folks' experience with you, it'll help you find your own path to homesteading.
So let's get started.
Come on in.
I'm Jason, co-founder of Alderleaf Wilderness College. Well, Alderleaf's an outdoor school where we focus on wilderness survival and wild edible plants and wildlife tracking, outdoor leadership and naturalist skills, and sustainable living skills, which we call permaculture. So we have classes in all 6 of those areas, and I like to think that it's a unique integration of those different skills in that if you love nature, it makes sense that you'll want to live in a way that has a small ecological footprint. And vice versa, if you love, growing your own food and harvesting rainwater, it makes sense to learn about nature because that will make you better at doing permaculture. And I also feel like they're all part of the same spectrum.
You and I have known each other for a really long time.
Yep.
Is it like maybe 20 years?
Maybe 24. Yeah.
Maybe 24?
Yeah.
And we started at a wilderness survival school together. So how did you get started in this whole way of living and learning in the world?
I was really lucky in that I grew up on the edge of some woods, and I had parents that took me out on hikes even before I could walk, like in a backpack. And then I had a neighbor who took me out picking wild blueberries. It's probably why I love blueberries so much to this day. It's like where I grew up in New England, the woods were just filled with wild blueberries, and so we would pick those in the summertime with my neighbor. And then as I got even older, I had an uncle who would take me hiking and camping, and I got to be part of the Boy Scouts. I remember doing a survival merit badge. And then in high school, I stumbled into survival books and got really passionate about it. And there was a club in the next town over that I was part of, and that's what inspired me to, many, many decades ago, move across country here to get an opportunity to study wilderness survival, and work with some great teachers out here. And so it led to then doing a degree that was based around learning all these naturalist skills and wilderness skills, and then working at different wilderness schools around the country and working as a wildlife biologist, which eventually just led to us founding Alderleaf because we wanted to integrate these skills. My wife Carrie and I co-founded the school, and she's a tremendous herbalist and a tremendous gardener and livestock steward, and so we wanted to combine all these skills together in one place where people could come out and get kind of a holistic education in nature. So that's how we ended up where we are today with Alderleaf. We found this property in 2008 because we knew 2006 and 2007 we were doing mostly weekend classes, but we knew September 2008 we were going to be starting our first class of students in a 9-month program. So we needed a classroom that we could be in week in and week out. And of course I love teaching classes up here, like being able to share this landscape with others. Like I get fed so much, like when we have a class and I take folks out and we're eating wild plants, or I'm showing them how to make a bow drill fire for the first time, or maybe we pick up some fresh deer tracks and we follow and we see the deer. Like those experiences of teaching classes here, it's just awesome to be able to walk out in the back behind where you live and share these nature skills with others.
Can you tell us more about how people can learn more about what you're doing and what opportunities you have for people to engage with Alderleaf?
So we've got a website which is wildernesscollege.com. It's Alderleaf's website, and I believe we're well over 400 pages on the website now, and most of that material is how-to articles, so folks can get started learning about nature skills, learning about wilderness survival, wildlife tracking, mushroom foraging, permaculture, on the articles section of our website. There's literally hundreds of articles you could go through and learn all kinds of amazing skills about the things that we teach. And of course we've got tons of classes. We've got an online survival class that you can do from anywhere in the world, no matter what your schedule is. You can fit it in between a super busy schedule. And then of course, if you're local here in the Northwest, or if you want to fly out, we've got weekend classes throughout the year. We have a free monthly newsletter, so you can subscribe at no cost. I just think all of our lives are enriched the more connected we are to nature, and the better stewards we are. The more we know about nature, the better we can work with it and create a more sustainable future.
So there's a general overview of Alderleaf Wilderness College and a look at the background of co-founder Jason. If you'd like more information, we're going to include a link to their website at the bottom of this video.
And like Kevin said, this is going to be the first in a series of videos because we learned so much and got so much inspiration while we were there. We all stayed up way past our bedtime. So we're going to be sharing more in future videos.
And if you'd like to receive notification when those videos become available and receive other homestead related tips and tricks, head on over to wildhomesteadliving.com and sign up for our newsletter.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.
And nonetheless, with life experience, you'll get better at it.
That's beautiful.
Edit that part out.